Welcome in, Monday morning, daily show. We got a good one for all of you guys. Man, who the heck was in the studio? Might need an ear trumpet. I was blowing myself out here. We got a good one coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. We're going to be talking to Alice Bartles, Stridin Survivin, their annual fundraising event coming down the pipeline. We'll get all the details and more. 10:35, we're going to talk to Mary Cordes and Hayner Library, and they'll be on the shelves, get all the details of their upcoming events and so much more. In the meantime, here's what you need to know. Man, our weather was right on it this last weekend. We said it was going to be rained out, you know. That iPhone switched over 14 times. RiverBender.com's weather didn't. We'll get to that in a few minutes, but here's what you need to know. Here's what we're following this second day of March. Download the RiverBender.com app today. The East Alton Fire Department did respond Saturday afternoon to a structure fire in the 100th block of South Oak Street in Cottage Hills. Crews arrived to find a deck and nearby fence burning, with flames already reaching the side of the house. Mutual aid requested from the Wood River, Roxana, Rosewood Heights, and Alton Fire Departments. Fire Chief Jeremy Divley said the home appeared savable. The fire did spread to the attic and caused part of the bedroom ceiling to collapse, though. The attic also sustained water damage due to the combating of that fire. The fire chief did say the fire appeared to start in a leaf pile next to the house, leading to the cause of that incident. Also, firefighters 2 nights ago in the Mitchell Fire Department provided mutual aid to the Long Lake Volunteer Department after a working commercial structure fire broke out in the 3700th block of Pontoon Road. Crews arrived around 1:08 a.m. to find the building fully involved, with nearby structures threatened by the intense heat and flames. Firefighters moved quickly to contain the fire and protect adjacent properties. Additional help came from the Fairmont City, Glen Carbon, Granite City, City of Madison, Rural Med, Metro East EMS, and the State Park Fire Department. The blaze extinguished without incident, and no injuries were reported. Also, in the news today, Highland Community Unit School District Number 5 officials said a 2-word threat with a date found written on a bathroom stall earlier last week has been investigated and resolved. Superintendent Sutton said administrators worked with Highland Police Department to identify the student responsible. The student did admit to writing that threat, and the district took appropriate action. Sutton said officials are now checking related social media posts claiming additional threats, but as of today, the district has no evidence of others. Police urged residents to report concerns directly to school leaders or police and avoid unverified posts. Let's take a look at local sports. Roxana did rally past Marquette Catholic for their first regional title since 2015. That 11-year route ended. Roxana captured that 2A regional championship February the 27th, beating rival Marquette Catholic 38-31 for its first regional crown. Since 2015, the Shells trailed 20-15 at halftime and were down 7 at the third quarter before Cohen Dugan's banked 3 sparked a surge. Sean Mayberry's late free throws gave Roxana a 25-24 lead after 3, and the Shells never gave it back, outscoring Marquette 24-11 at halftime. Mayberry led with 14 points, Dugan scored 11, and Roxana advanced to face Quincy Notre Dame tomorrow, March the 3rd. Let's take a look at weather. Not the best out there today. 34 degrees. It does feel like 34 out there. Humidity at 97%. Today, periods of rain. That will be mostly drizzle this morning, otherwise mostly cloudy. And tonight, cloudy with a couple of late showers. Tree levels are the only thing to really worry about today. They're in the moderate category at 37. Overall air quality at 42. Today, temperatures reach 46 degrees and drop down to 39 overnight as we head into Tuesday. But man, look at this week of weather here. Tomorrow, a high of 60, a low of 45, a 92% chance of rain. On Wednesday, a high of 60, a low of 55, a 62% chance of rain. On Thursday, a high of 70, a low of 55, with a 90% chance of thunderstorms. Those will mostly be in the afternoon. For what we're calling for right now, there could be a thunderstorm in the early part of the morning as well, potentially. On Friday, get this. Temperatures reach 82 degrees with a 90% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 82 on Friday, a low of 60. On Friday morning, cloudy, warmer, thunderstorms in the morning, and then a heavy thunderstorm is what we are predicting later on Friday night as of now, and that's just a look at the next 5 days out. Here's what's happening now. 34 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like it out there. Hey, we have a new weather sponsor, Michael Ryan Exteriors, and if, what I love about this is it's not just providing that service, but also providing tips when that weather gets a little rough or just, for what the day calls for. Like today with it being just looking a little bit wet outside, and you got that wind that hit last night. It sounded like a darn truck was hitting our house. If something looks off, Michael Ryan Exteriors can inspect, repair, and recommend the next step. So make sure you're going outside today, checking around just to make sure nothing blew off the house. And if something does look a little bit off, you know who to call. You can go to RiverBender.com /weather, click on this, get a free quote button, and it'll take you right there to get in touch with Michael Ryan Exteriors today. Really excited to have them power our weather section. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by calling the time and temp line, 618-465-4545. But really just excited to welcome Michael Ryan Exteriors on, the new weather sponsor, powered by Michael Ryan Exteriors. 34 degrees. It feels like it out there, and that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend this Monday morning. We'll take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk with Alice, and really excited to chat it up with her and get all the details about the upcoming auction and really just ways that we can support Stridin Survivin. It's a great group. I'll be here in the studio. You'll be there at home or at work or drive. Hopefully not driving. Be safe while you're driving. Wherever you're watching the show, now or later, thanks for being there with us. More Daily Show with Stridin Survivin comes back your way next.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Welcome back. Daily Show. 9:18's the time. A couple of things before we talk to Alice and Stridin Survivin. You know what I think? I think my sinus infection's finally going away. I feel like I'm getting back to my normal voice. Oh man, I had the weakest damn voice for a while. Dalton Brown reporting this one. This was early yesterday morning. Dalton was on top of this one. A Glen Carbon man is accused of fleeing a traffic stop at high speeds and now facing a felony charge. Travon Harris, 44, of Glen Carbon, charged on the 26th of February with a Class 4 felony count of aggravated fleeing or attempting to elude a peace officer. Harris allegedly knowingly failed to obey and attempted to flee from a Glen Carbon police officer who had signaled for Harris to stop the vehicle he was driving. Charging documents state he exceeded the legal speed limit by at least 21 miles an hour during his first flight from the officer. The Madison County State's Attorney's Office filed a petition to deny Harris's pretrial release from custody in this case. The petition states officers witnessed a gray Toyota Tacoma commit a traffic violation while on a routine patrol and attempted a traffic stop on the vehicle before the resulting pursuit. The Glen Carbon Police Department did present the case against Harris, who was ordered remanded to jail for his initial appearance in court. Also, in local news today, we're following and that's out of Bethalto. Sydney Sinks had this one. Civic Memorial High School students presented a check to Bethalto Community Unit School District Number 8 Board of Education, and this was to increase literacy in the community. During the board's regular meeting on February the 26th, 4 members of the Educators Rising program at CM spoke about their fundraising efforts to assist with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library in Madison County. Through several initiatives, students have raised money to help contribute to this program in the county. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a global program that delivers free books to kids ages birth through 5. Madison County recently announced that the program allows all children in the county ages birth through 5 to be eligible. We just enrolled Estella and excited for that first book to come in. While the books are completely free to families, donations help make it possible. School districts in Madison County were also asked to pay a portion of the cost. Students in Educators Rising have raised money through fundraising over the past few months to pay the rest of Bethalto's portion. At 1 CMHS Assembly, the students could pay $1 for a foot of duct tape to tape Principal Justin Newell to the wall. During Bethalto's Christmas walk, families could donate to receive a marshmallow snowman snack as well. You can see a full write-up on this and all the great work being done at RiverBender.com/news. We'll take a quick break. It's 9:20. Hey, while I have you, let me fill you in real quick on our friends over there at Precision TMS. It's just a new way to handle your mental health. And, if you're someone that's battled depression and OCD, those type of things, whether it's for years, decades, or if you're just really kind of starting off on this journey and starting to understand it, hey, people have been there and they understand. And, if you're somebody who the prescription medication, it helped, but were you really living the best life you could type of thing, and you want to try something new that maybe doesn't have the side effects of, the pharmaceutical side of things, that's where TMS comes in. This ain't shock therapy. This isn't, Clockwork Orange. This is where you go in, and Tom and the team over there at Precision use TMS. It's magnetic stimulation. You get it put right there on the top of your head, and it sends magnetic stimulations through your brain and really helps just rewire things. It's a non-invasive procedure that really uses it to stimulate the nerve cells and improve the symptoms of depression. It's FDA cleared. It's backed by major insurance providers. And what I love about it is they have a Heroes program. Now, with the Heroes program, this is where it's simple. You know, if you're a teacher, if you're a veteran, a first responder, if you're a nurse, if you're somebody that really works in those high-stress environments, Precision wants to really help you help yourself, and they're going to work with you on pricing and be there for you. You can learn more ways about Precision and the work they do, or just TMS in general, by going to precisiontms.org. That's precisiontms.org. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Welcome back. 927 and with Alice, Stridin Survivin. Fresh off the vendor fair. How'd it go?
Vendor fair went well. We had lots of traffic, and the KCs had, of course, had their barbecue, which the vendors love to have something they could get to eat and stuff. So lots of great participation. So.
Well, it's fantastic, and we're leading right into April the 11th, which is a Saturday, 6 o'clock in the evening, the Fuel the Cure dinner auction. This is the big one for you guys, and really a great way to help contribute to the year-long work that you guys do.
Yep, this is our main event, and yesterday was part of that because the vendors that come to our vendor fair help our silent auctions and that. So
fantastic.
They give us a lot of our donations for that. So now we're focusing on the dinner, and it'll be here before we know it. So
is this the time of the year where you don't really get to breathe much until after April's over?
Yep. Kind of like the tax accountants. You know?
I like that. So music by the Dave Mendoza Band will be there on Saturday, April the 11th. Do they play all night?
They play from like 7:30 to 11:30, I believe it is.
Oh, wow.
So,
and how is that when the event runs? Is 6 to 11:30?
Yes.
Wow, that's a big night of fun right there. And now, take me through who's doing dinner.
Saigon Delaney is our caterer, and it'll be a choice of 2 meats. One for sure will be fried chicken, and then salad and vegetables, and then we always have a dessert, which is usually iced sugar cookies and that, and all the beer and soda is provided with the ticket price. Mm-hmm. So there is a cash bar if people want mixed drinks. So kind of have a little bit of everything there as far as drinking and eating. And
I love it. And now how much are tickets?
Tickets are $30 for an adult. If they are 7 to 12, it's $15, and 6 and under is free.
Perfect. Well, and take me through what individuals can experience throughout the couple hours of April the 11th, because there's a lot really that you can learn about the organization too in this evening.
Right. We have our silent auction, which we use a software where people bid with their phones. Uh-huh. And so they can walk around, look at all the items, figure out what they want to bid on. And we also have an oral auction, and that will be later in the evening, not late, like probably around 8, I think, is when it starts. And we haven't gotten all of our items yet for that, but I know we have some wine tastings, some blues tickets.
Oh, wow.
Things like that. We have 50-50 drawings, and we will also have a booze raffle. And then, of course, we have our Fuel the Cure raffle. And I forgot to bring my tickets with me, but the Fuel the Cure raffle, the big payout is $500. The next one is $250, and I think the last one is $100.
Oh, wow. And
so every ticket gives a person 3 chances to win. Then they're $5 a piece, or 5 for $20. And so that will be drawn that evening. So.
No, it's fantastic. And I just think it's so nice that you're able to find so many different components from an event to generate funds for really just different spokes of the wheel, because Fuel the Cure is such a great program and it helps so many people. And this is where you guys give gas cards to individuals that are battling cancer and able to get to and from their treatments, and really help ease some of that burden, and one that we don't really think about whenever it comes to the fight against cancer.
Right. And I mean, last year we gave out 99 gas cards. That was the highest we've done so far. But this year, through February, we've already given out 50. So the demand just keeps going up for patients that need help to getting to and from their treatments and that. So we really do need to focus on our auction, because that's where a lot of the money comes from to buy those gas cards.
Well, and too, a big shout out, it seems like, Alice, to your event sponsors as well that contribute and wanted just to give them some love here real quick on the screen. And it's just great to see so many local companies coming together and really supporting the great work that you guys do.
Yes, and we have a few more that didn't get posted yet just because of the vendor fair
last
week.
Yeah.
But the top 3, so we have a level called Platinum sponsors, and those are people that gave $750 or more, and those top 3 definitely did the or more. And anybody that donates in the Platinum section gets a table for 8.
Wow,
Yes,
fantastic. And it's just one of those really nice things to recognize from local businesses that step up and really just do good things.
We couldn't have carried on the gas card program at the level we are without those sponsors.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, and just when you say 99, it's so incredible because it's not just a number. That's 99 families that you impact too.
Right.
And what do you look forward to the most each year when it comes to the auction? Because at this point you're a well-oiled machine. You got we already know when the Hamill yard sale is going to be on the website. We'll show that here in a second. But what do you get the most joy out of when it comes to putting this event on? Is it seeing the results of it? Is it getting to reconnect with the individuals that you impacted?
It's a little of all of that.
Okay.
There are a lot of people there that are there for loved ones that have either been lost to the disease or that are going through it right now. And it makes you feel good to know that you're helping these families. But it's also nice to see the dollar amounts come in, and hopefully people are like bidding to help the cause and not to find something cheap.
Right.
Basically, that's where it goes. So if our bidders are doing well, then that means our gas card program is going to be able to continue. So,
well, and also on top of that, we've spoke before about some of the care packages that you guys give out to various, groups and medical groups and hospitals, and all that goes just a long way throughout the year too. And it's just really nice that we have an opportunity to support it. And when it comes to all the festivities, do we need to get there right at 6 to make sure we eat, or is it kind of open house style? What's
the dinner is actually 6:30 to 7:30.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that really is a tight constraint because of the caterer.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you don't have to be there at 6, and you should be able to get a plate if you get there as late as 7:15. Just so that they're not being rushed. I'm sure they'll be there till 7:30, which is what they're supposed to be. And the auction and that goes on past the band starting. So the band will start playing, and then they'll take their break, and that's when we'll do all the raffle drawings. And then at that point, the silent auction closes and the music starts back up, and we start gathering all the people's silent auction items together so they can check out when they want to. So, and we do offer where they can do express check, which they swipe their credit card when they come in.
Yeah.
And then they can just go pick up their items and go from there. So that's kind of nice too.
Well, and I just think it's really just a great way to lay it out. So that way, because sometimes you go to those events and you're like, okay, here we go, bunker down and let's hold, we got to make it through this together, But whenever you make it where it's enjoyable for everybody, you have a lot of breaks in there. It really is such a fun night. So beer's included in the ticket, right?
Beer and
soda. How did you swing that one? For $30, that's a challenge for my family,
We have been doing that for years, so
it's fantastic.
No turning back now. So,
do you got a moment to stick around? You got a moment? 9:36. We'll pay a quick bill. We'll come back, chat it up a little bit more. Talk about the events that are coming up throughout the rest of 2026. We'll come back and focus on the big one though, and that is the annual dinner auction, the Fuel the Cure dinner auction. We'll get all the details on other events and touch on this more after this one.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of...
Welcome back, Daily Show 939. Back with Alice. Oh, we got a lot coming down the pipeline. So let's talk about the big one. This is cool. This is new that you were telling me about.
Yes, we were invited by the Grizzlies to do a Cancer Awareness Day.
That's wonderful.
Going to be on August 16th. We don't have it on our website yet, but we should have it in the next week or so. And there's a QR code that if people buy their tickets using that QR code, our group gets $5 for every ticket price. There's also some sponsor and concourse table offerings on there too. So, but again, Sunday, August 16th, and it's a 105 game, I think it is. So, yes, 105.
Great.
Yeah.
That's going to be, I'm glad that they're doing that with community partners like you guys and really making it hopefully a good turnout and a good night.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Also coming down the pipeline, every year the Village of Hamel has a community yard sale on the third Saturday of May.
Yes.
And that's where you guys come in again.
We do. So, we accept donations from people of their unwanted things that they don't want to do a yard sale for. And we are usually at the Hamel Community Building set up in there. And we do not price our items. We ask for a reasonable donation.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that's a big one for us,
that's
too.
Really nice.
Not as big, obviously, as the dinner, but it does help our gas card program a lot. So.
Well, I just think it's fantastic and just a really great thing to save the date for, especially when the weather starts to really warm up, because March and April are so deceiving, and it just puts me through the ringer. I go through the fight of a lifetime, it seems like. But, when May starts to turn on, it's great to get out and stroll, and going to be really cool to help raise money again for a great cause.
Right.
Now, going back into the Fuel the Cure auction, how many people does it take to set up for the day? Because that's a lot of stuff. This is a big deal.
The whole event takes a lot of people.
Yeah.
So we would probably have 8 or 10 just at check-in, and
it's incredible.
Then we also have to have at least that many to put all the silent auction winnings together by person. Catering, we don't have to worry about because the caterers take care of all that. The bartenders are all taken care of. Setup, it'll be a few hours that all of us on the group will be there setting up the tables and getting everything ready. So, yeah, it takes some manpower.
How do we join up with you and say, can we help?
All they have to do is contact us. On our website, there's a contact us section, or they can just go to info@stridinsurvivin.org, email us, and let us know they want to be involved.
Fantastic. Well, I just think it's a really great opportunity for folks to, do something bigger than themselves, and really for such an awesome organization, because it's it's. I told you before, it's such a unique position to be in, because it goes such a long way and really tackles a need that no one's really thought of, and I just think it's so important. Going as we wrap up here, so the only big time block is going to be that 6 to 7:30 ish, right?
6:30 to 7:30 is when dinner.
And that's really the only thing we need to, if we wanted to eat, that's what we need to keep in mind. And then the band, they play at 6:30.
They play, I think, at 7:30.
7:30 after dinner, and then right into it. And then after they break the first time, we know who wins the raffles and the auction items, correct? And then we go back into the music and have a good old time to wrap it up.
Yep.
I love it. And runs to 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Man, you guys are going all night long with this one. What else have we not talked about when it comes to this?
The only thing else on our calendar at the moment is our Shop the Town Pink, which is on October 4th.
And fill us in on that one a little bit.
That is another vendor fair. So we do one the first Saturday or the first Sunday in March and the first Sunday in October. And they're both at the hall in Edwardsville, which is the former KC Hall. And we just have a variety of vendors and crafters there. And again, they donate items that will be put on our silent auction.
And you guys can see more information about upcoming events and the Shop the Town Pink by going right here to stridinsurvivin.org. That's stridinsurvivin.org. It'll take you to this webpage. I'm a little bit zoomed in because I can't see too good. And you can learn more about the Fuel the Cure dinner auction. That'll take you where you need to go. Oh, tickets. How do we get those?
The Book Now button.
Oh, well, thank you.
So, and one thing I should point out, so at the top, it says registration. That's where you have to click to get to how to buy the tickets.
Oh, and I like this. And you also have opportunities to still sponsor the event and do a fund to gas card and really just be a part of it. You can also make additional donations on top of that as well. And you can put all your appropriate information in there. As you see, a couple packets, $30 or $60 for 2 tickets, a single ticket for adults 13 and over, $30 tickets 7 to 12, 15, and then single tickets for under 7 are in there too. But make sure you go ahead and hit that about 4 or 5 times and really make Alice happy.
Yes, bring all your friends and family. We love to have a big crowd. So
absolutely. And how big does this event get? Because you guys seem to do pretty well with your events.
The hall will hold 300 people. Mm-hmm. So that's what we always hope for.
That's a good goal.
COVID kind of put a little bit of a damper on that for a while, but we're getting back to it. So. And
you can be a part of it again. That's April the 11th, and the Hamill Yard Sale, May the 16th, as you see on your screen. You can learn more by going on that as well for that community center yard sale, and you can help out Stridin Survivin and really just help to a great cause. In May, you can do it in April because you're invited. Saturday, April the 11th. It starts at 6. It runs to 11. Dinner by Saigon Delaney, 6:30 to 7:30, and then music by the Dave Mendoza Band.
Yep.
It only took me about 17 minutes, but I'm starting to get pretty good on this event promotion stuff here, Alice.
I appreciate it.
Is there anything else to talk about?
I don't think so.
And then what date is that again on your Grizzly?
August 16th. It's a Sunday. And we actually picked the 105 just so that all the kids that are heading back to school could go to a game and not be out late. So
I like it. Really cool.
Yeah.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender. Alice, thanks so much as always.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break and we'll wrap up the 9 o'clock hour next.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
The traffic jam's starting to dwindle on down out there. We're in with the East Alton Woods River High School bowling team, and really head coach Gary Quigley. And this has been a great year. And we also have Ethan and we have Kaylee, seniors in. And where do we start? Because you were telling me just a couple days ago, great work from the Tyler Timmons Foundation and just collaboration together. Ethan, there was just an Athlete of the Month article out about you. And Kaylee, you saw some success this season too. Where do you want to dive in?
Well, basically, we're just trying to get out there, Actually, I'm the assistant coach.
Oh, assistant, sorry.
Actually, Gary Herron's our head coach. He's been in the organization for 7 years. He's actually our football coach.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. But back in the when it all started with him, nobody wanted to take over the bowling, so he stepped up and did it. And then they've had a few teachers come and go and help out. And then I started working for the high school last year as a custodian, and I saw an opportunity as a bowling coach, and I bowled competitively my whole year. I bowled competitively my whole life. Yeah. I've taken about 15 years off. I helped my kids grow up and coach them in sports. I decided I want to dive back in. They hired me, and then pretty much the first year, last year, I kind of observed. We had a younger team, observed what was going on, and then the first thing I noticed is, in order for you to compete as bowling, you got to have equipment. Yeah. One thing I noticed, kids are walking in, didn't have their shoes, grabbing a ball off the shelf, and these teams were bowling. We're like, we was bowling some good teams. So I figured, I actually got a donation from the school board that kind of got us off and running. I was able to get some new balls and stuff. I still didn't, to where we needed to be. Well, then a parent reached out to me, and Lindsay Timmons, she's the founder of the Tyler Timmons Foundation. As her husband, she's a widow now. He was killed in the line of duty and all that. And they've done so much for the community. And when she reached out to me, we talked for a half hour on the phone, and she said what she can do for us and what we can do for them. So we kind of partnered up together, and she gave us a nice, generous donation. Fantastic. So that there was able to get everybody new balls and stuff. And, a lot of these kids, Ethan, for example, he was averaging 130, 140 last year. And I kept telling these kids, you get a new equipment, you're going to improve, you're going to improve. And Kaylee coming out, who never really bowled much in her year, she was bowling the house ball. And so I got most of these kids all new balls. And, for instance, I'll use Ethan for an example. His high game was 160, 170. Well, he comes out, gets his first 200. Wow. And then towards the end of the year, he had the front seven and bowled his high game, 244. Fantastic. So definitely, and that's one of the reasons he was when he got voted for the award here.
Right. Well, and I just want to touch on that because you can only be as good as what, and not even just that, but the motivation there. If you're only going to have the house, balls or those things, it's hard to really get, amped up and really focused in on, hey, I'm gonna take this damn thing today.
Yeah, we had a good group of kids come out. I had five freshman girls last year that showed up, and they, a lot of them really started doing good. Then once I got in the new balls, a couple those kids. The thing with bowling is you don't have to be an athlete.
Right.
You can come out there any shape, size of body. You get out there, get practice, and bowling is going. And there's so many good bowling high school teams. Alton, for an example, they got a great program. The girls team makes the state every year, but Alton just made the state. Jerseyville. Wow. So what I preached to my kids all year, once I started helping them coach and all that, I said, first of all, let's just start. I wanted to beat the teams in our backyard. Yeah. The Roxanne, Elizabeth Alto, Southwesterns, and we competed with those teams. But we get up to we get up north, we got the Bree Centrals. We had a hard time competing with those guys because the thing that has hurt Wood River is when I was growing up, I lived at Wood River Bowling Alley.
There was every opportunity.
I was bowling 10 games a day. They're always at River Bowling Alley. And I remember in high school, we would go to the Wood River Bowling Alley on Friday for PE. Yeah. And that's where we bowl. And that place there, I was there bowling 10 games a day, and that's how I got competitive. We did it all. We didn't have, we didn't have high school bowling when I was in high school. Because what these kids don't understand is you can get a scholarship through high school bowling. And, it can take you long. But if you got to start as your freshman, you got to work in the off season. Because I was always taught by, the reason I always wanted to get into coaching was my former baseball coach, Mr. Norris Dorsey. He was a legendary baseball coach at Wood River High School, and he always told me, in order to be a successful coach, you got to have an impact on your kids' lives. Because I talk to my kids daily, we talk weekly, I have meetings with them, and I try to have that great communication with my players, and also you got to have that relationship with the kids to be successful. But once Lindsay Timmons steps in, and she did a lot, and we've done a lot for hers. As she over Christmas time, I know they went out and spent they spent a lot of $25,000 on kids of the less needy. So we had a bunch of our bowling teams. They had a gift wrapping thing. They went out and helped them wrap gift present stuff. So we've really partnered up with them. So what we talked about, what we're doing in return for them is we have a year-end banquet. So we're going to, our overall award is going to be the most valuable player. It's going to now be the Tyler Timmons Memorial Award. Fantastic. So that's the stuff we're working on. Then we're working on some fundraiser to get that out. But what I'm trying to get out is trying to get kids out in bowling, because bowling's kind of, in the area, it's kind of went down. Yeah, exactly. Not a lot of kids don't go out. You don't have the junior leagues. So I've talked with with me coming from Wood River High School, we're associated with Hartford. We got 2 middle schools there, Wood River, East Alton. And I'm trying to talk to both them to get a junior league together. Because you start out in 7th, 8th grade, these kids aren't bowling no more. Right. And then a lot of these kids come in, they bowl, and it's like, they really don't know what they're doing. Well, man, it's just more opportunities. Not everyone's going to be the football player or baseball player or the soccer player. Or the It's not every sport's for everybody. Yeah, right? Exactly. And so to have more opportunities, because I remember going to even Bullhaven in high school and still doing the PE for Alton High. Yes. But you're right, because it seemed like everyone I talked to is, man, there was 2 or 3 facilities, and those were always packed. And then, even now you go, they're full, but it's because of this. You're having birthday parties and such like that. But it's not like this. And I would love a junior league. What's bowling meant for you two? Let me start with that. I think that's a great question.
Honestly, bowling has been like a key point in my life. It's just been amazing. Especially with Quigley coming in. I love Heron, but Quigley, he drove it into my brain that I need to get better. And he gave me the new ball, gave me new shoes, and I just went off. I went off. I was getting better. I was mentally getting better too. They treated me as friends. They didn't treat me as their pawn. They just pawn off, you know what I mean? But they didn't treat me like that. They treated me as a friend, and that helped me too, because it helped me get better, It just helped me be there. But he definitely improved. Me and Ethan spoke a lot over the years, because I knew, when I met Ethan last year, you got this two-handed people come. They all want to bowl two-handed now because the pros, they see Jason Belmine, the best in the world, so they want to be like him. Yeah. So he was bowling two-handed, and actually regionals last year when he was a junior, I said, you're going to bowl one-handed. And he bowled 5 games at regionals last year, the best he'd bowled all year. So I kept telling him, once I get you this new ball, you're going to improve. We talked over the summertime, and I finally got that new ball. The first time he threw the ball, I said, okay, this is going to make a difference in him. And I knew he had a shot to get through regionals. I kept on preaching to him what needed to be done. But he went out, that's when he had the front 7. Yeah.
And what was cool about that is because one of our big administrators, Mrs. Robinson, was there checking us out. She got to see him do that, so she got to. So that was awesome.
See the reward of that, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kept telling him about pick your spares, new ball. I mean, once we got the equipment, but that all goes back to the Tyler Timmons stuff. What I'm doing and what I'm trying to preach, and me and Coach Heron, we're trying to get out there. Because Mr. Heron, he's a teacher there, and he talks to the kids all the time. He has a great relationship with all the kids. And then I do a lot of the coaching. Yeah. They kind of look at me and some of them I can see when I start coaching, they get nervous around me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to teach these kids, like I said, more than just, I want them to be the bowling, but I try to teach some of these, the outside life, what's going on and stuff out there. And for these people to step up and the stuff that, Kaylee's been all of the stuff we've done, volunteer, she's been there, Ethan's been there, and, they do it because, and they enjoy doing that.
Well, Kaylee, let me ask you, what's bowling meant for you? Because this is the first time you bowled for a team, right, and all that. So what's it meant this year?
It's really, I've just found a great community in it. So all of us kind of come out for the common goal to just bowl, to have fun. And I've met my team, all the girls on it were really supportive of me coming in for a first-time bowler, honestly. I've never really thought of it as competitively. I've just had fun with it, honestly. And and the team really just welcomed me in, and I've never had that experience from another team. I feel like bowling is just so close knit. It's easy to just fall into place with it.
It's true. I totally agree.
But that's one thing I had to teach a lot of the kids at first, because they was coming in taking it as it's just an outside. We're here to have fun. Yeah, you're here to have fun, but I like to win.
Yeah.
And it's more about you want to have fun. You want to have, but when they started seeing their success and what they was capable of doing. I mean, the boys they won a few matches this year, and we got a young freshman that's really going to step up and do good things. But the thing we had 5 sophomores, and then when Kaylee stepped up, she helped out. She started a lot of varsity matches. She filled in when needed and all that. I mean, she went to regionals with us, and she just continually got better. So she's one of those kids, and by far she was our biggest cheerleader. She was always there cheering people on. But I'm just trying to get it out there because, so this Thursday at the high school, we're actually having an open house at the courtyard in the East Building from 6 to 7 o'clock. It's for all local incoming freshmen, so I'm gonna have a table set up there with some of my students there talking about what to expect and what I can do for them. Because I'm with the organization, the fundraising I'm getting, I'm actually able to get. I have a couple accounts set up, and I mean, I want to give a shout out to Bull Haven, because without those guys, Mark Jones, Dave Turner, and Scott Spooner. I mean, I've dealt with Mark's the head coach at Marquette Catholic, so he's done a lot for me. I've asked him questions. When it comes to balls and stuff, they've kind of helped me what balls to get these kids. And they've got all my balls drilled in a timely manner. Like, I've called them 2 days in advance, say I need this ball before regionals, and boom, Mark would get it done for me. So, kudos to Bull Haven Pro Shop. So, I mean, this is really starting. So we got the another big thing we got coming up is on March 14th, the Tyler Timmons Foundation, they're having their 4th annual fundraiser out at the Collinsville Fireman's Hall. So we've already stepped up. A bunch of our kids were going to help set up, and we're actually going to help run the event that evening.
Really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, the kids are stepping up. They get community service for that as well. But I don't think they're doing it so much for the community service.
No, that's right.
I think they're doing it for the enjoyment. And I think with this team coming together, I mean, the kids really. I mean, we got freshmen all the way to seniors, and these kids really have a nice camaraderie. They all get along and all that. So that's the biggest thing, coaches, when you got a good group of kids. Yeah. And we had 17 kids last year, and 15 of our kids made high honor roll or honor roll. So that's an awesome thing, too.
Let's mark calendars for next week. What date is that again?
Actually, this week here, this Thursday coming up, the day after tomorrow, we have our annual open house.
That's tomorrow.
That is Thursday. And then the March 14th is the actual fundraiser for the Tyler Timmons.
What time tomorrow night?
Thursday night is Thursday night is actually it's going to be from 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
So that's for all incoming freshmen in the Wood River School District.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get out there to get people involved, talk to the parents.
We'll link it for sure.
And talk to that. And then also we are having that fundraiser. But the big thing is we're actually on the works. Lindsay reached out to me, and Lee Basil, who's actually one of the big presidents for the organization, reached out to me and wanted us to help run we don't know the dates or nothing on this yet. It's in the future. We're actually going to run a bowling fundraiser.
Fantastic.
So we're going to partner up with that, and we're going to work together. So, I mean, it's been a great partnership. And as always, I'm still looking for other sponsors out there to help us out, because anytime anybody can help us out, because without these sponsorships, like I said, I got the first sponsorship for our school board. They reached out to us, but when Lindsay reached out to me, that was life changing.
It changes
and the relationship we have with her, because I speak to her quite a bit. We've had, like I said, these are the new The girl, because these are our new girls bowling shirts. Because last year they was wearing, the girls were wearing boys bowling jerseys.
Yeah.
So these are, and we're going to get the Tyler Timmons patch logo. Good. And I've actually got some. I got some window decals being made with the Tyler Timmons and the Wood Bowling team. So a lot going on with the organization. And it's just we're trying to get out there. I'm trying to get kids involved in bowling and to help out where I can with with the help of these two seniors. And Kaylee's even, talked about sticking around next year. She's going to be going to college, come on as a team manager or something. Yeah. Ethan's dealing with dramas. He's even talked about, taking bowling to the next level, into college. So that's something that we're working on with him. So
fantastic.
So, big things going on at the high school. We're just trying to get, Whittier High School, a lot of the sports are on the down. And, we're working on that. I mean, if we got to put bowling on the map at the high school, that's something I'm willing to take charge of and get it done.
Man, I'm here to support you every step of the way, and I mean that. Anytime you want to come on in the next few months,
that. Yes, awesome.
Nice. Keep up the great work, and congratulations for stepping up and finding yourself, it seems like, over in bowling. And then, Ethan, keep up the great work, too. I hope you're able to find it in college if you want to and really just chase it. 10:50, we'll link it on a write-up on RiverBender.com. We're going to take a quick break. Final conversation around the corner with F3, a really cool local group all about working out and camaraderie between men. We'll take a quick break, come back.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but .05 Daily Show, second day of March. Welcome back. First Monday of the month. We have made it through the Green Mile of February. Spring on the horizon, but your daily dose of local news never stops. Here's what you need to know as we head into the 10 o'clock hour. Download the RiverBender.com app today, and you'll never miss out, and you'll stay up to date with your daily dose of everything local. Plus, our partnership with the Associated Press means statewide national news all at the touch of a button. 2 local men face charges in separate Madison County DUI incidents. Here's what we know. Sufian Sihade, 54, of Alton, charged on the 17th of February with felony aggravated fleeing or attempting to elude a peace officer and misdemeanor DUI. Prosecutors allege that on the 15th of February, he tried to flee an Alton officer, ran 2 or more traffic signals, and drove a GMC Yukon on Washington Avenue while under the influence of alcohol. He was granted pretrial release. Also, separately, Anthony Ingalls, 45 years of age, of Godfrey, was charged on February the 18th with felony aggravated DUI, accused of driving intoxicated on Fosterburg Road. Court records cite 2 prior DUI convictions. He was released pending trial. We'll keep you updated on all the latest from the Madison County Courthouse, from Dalton Brown, and those blotter articles at RiverBender.com/news. 2 nights ago, area firefighters, they stayed busy, and this was in the Pontoon Beach area. The Mitchell Fire Department provided mutual aid to the Long Lake Volunteer Fire Department after working at commercial structure fire that broke out in the 3700th block of Pontoon Road in Pontoon Beach. Crews arrived around 1:08 a.m. to find the building fully involved, with nearby structures threatened by the intense heat and flames. Firefighters did move quickly to contain that blaze and protect adjacent properties. Additionally, help came from the Fairmont City, Glen Carbon, Granite City, City of Madison, Rural Med, Metro East EMS, and the State Park Fire Department. The fire extinguished without incident. No injuries reported. Also in the news today, Highland Community Unit School District Number 5 officials said a 2-word threat with a date found written on the bathroom stall earlier this week has been investigated and resolved. Superintendent Mike Sutton said administrators worked with the Highland Police Department to identify the student responsible. The student did admit to writing that threat, and the district took appropriate action. The superintendent stated officials are now checking related social media posts claiming additional threats, but as of March the 2nd, the district has received no evidence of any others. Police urge residents to report concerns directly to school leaders or police and avoid unverified posts. A 2-vehicle head-on collision that drew in a third car left 1 woman dead and 3 others injured Wednesday evening in Monroe County. Here's what we know. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office did report the crash around 6:16 p.m. Wednesday near South Rockport Road on West Stancifer Court. Investigators say a northbound Subaru crossed the left of center into the southbound lane and struck a Kia head-on when a Toyota then became involved. The Kia's driver, a 74-year-old woman from Bloomington, died at the scene. A 48-year-old man and a 7-year-old child were hospitalized, and a third driver had minor injuries. A full detailed report available at RiverBender.com/news. Also in the news today, the Edwardsville Fire Department responded to a structure blaze in the 200th block of West J Street just a few days ago. Firefighters arrived to find smoke and flames on the front porch and smoke inside that duplex. A box alarm did bring in help from Wood River and Glen Carbon Fire Protection District. Crews quickly brought the fire under control while using minimal water, helping limit additional damage to that property. Officials said the fire appeared to start on one side with a tenant asleep, while the other tenant's smoke alarm alerted them to wake up. A chair was destroyed, and one tenant burned his hands and sought hospital treatment. More details and photos available of the duplex in the aftermath, RiverBender.com in that news section. And finally, in local sports, Roxana captured the IHSA Class 2A Roxana Regional Championship at home, February the 27th. They beat rival Marquette 38-31 for its first regional crown since 2015. The Shells did trail 28-15 at halftime and were down 7 in the third quarter before Cohen Dugan's three-pointer sparked a surge. Sean Mayberry's late free throws gave Roxana a 25-24 lead after the third quarter, and the Shells never gave it back. They outscored Marquette 24-11 overall after halftime. Mayberry led with 14 points, Dugan scored 11, and Roxana advanced to face Quincy Notre Dame on March the 3rd tomorrow. That's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. Let's take a look at weather. It's 36 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 34 out there today, mostly cloudy. And tonight, Cloudy with a couple of showers later on this evening. Air quality overall is good at 43. However, the tree levels are slightly elevated into the moderate category today at 37. Temperatures do reach 46. They'll drop down to 40 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, party day, the third day of the third month, a high of 57, a low of 48 with a 92% chance of rain. That rain will continue really all throughout the day. It'll be minor spot showers in the morning. There will be occasional steady just downpours until Tuesday night, where we could see an occasional thunderstorm. We head into Wednesday with temperatures hitting 60 degrees and dropping down to 54 overnight, with Wednesday night turning potentially a little severe. A couple of evening showers and a heavy thunderstorm is on the horizon Wednesday night. Be careful, as they're advising that the storms Wednesday, if they do come in, could bring hail and even damaging wind gusts. There could even be a shot at a few tornadoes. On Thursday, a high of 70, a low of 52 on Thursday. A couple of thunderstorms throughout the morning, and then just a late isolated thunderstorm Thursday night as we head into Friday. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. On Friday, a high of 82, a low of 60, and then thunderstorms all throughout the day on Friday morning. Then on Friday night, they're calling for a heavy thunderstorm late as we head into Saturday, and that, my friend, is a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. 36 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like it out there at 10:12. Let's look at what's happening around the Riverbend. Hey, for weather throughout the day, you always got to know that Michael Ryan Exteriors is the ones that helps us power it. And right now, especially with the rain starting and you're going to have those storms coming in. I mean, storm season's upon us. And did you see this track now where we're getting more and more severe storms? And that means, things happen. You got siding, you got the shingles on your roof, you got things just in and around the house, the exterior of your house, if you will. And that's where Michael Ryan Exteriors and Roofing comes in. They can help prevent small issues from becoming expensive ones. So in the next couple of days, before really those heavy pockets of rain come in, you might want to go give your house a quick little check around, see if there's anything that you can give them a call about. Because if you go to RiverBender.com, you can click right there on the tip they give you on how to take care of your home. Click on get a free quote, and they'll be out there in no time taking care of you, especially right now when that rain starts to come on down. You can see more about them online at michaelryanexteriors.com. That's michaelryanexteriors.com. You can still call the time and temp line at 618-465-4545. But now, all the weather on the RiverBender.com website and on the app, powered by Michael Ryan at 36 degrees. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, chat it up a little bit. Mary Cordes is going to join us at 10:30. Love hearing from them. And really exciting because we're getting into the warmer months, and that means that they're getting ready for their summer reading program already, and they do such great work when it comes to really getting the youth engaged in reading and really getting engaged with community events. We'll talk to Mary all about that. We'll talk about the latest news from the library and all that good stuff. You stay there, and I'll be here. It's 10:15, little bit of change, daily show on a Monday. Back to you next.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Daily Show, welcome back. 10:16, little bit of change. Couple of things to fill you in on. Hey, while I have you, I was telling you about how Michael Ryan Exteriors, they're giving us those new weather tips on our weather section of RiverBender. Well, just as spring starts to come around, you really should go ahead and inspect your roof and gutters. Take a look at them, examine those exterior walls for cracks in the siding, the stucco, or brick, and around the windows and doors. Make sure you take a look at them and check the foundation and exterior structure and ensure the fences and all that stuff's looking good and there's no signs of pests and all that stuff if it's wood, and take care of it. Now, make sure you're changing your air filters too. And with time change coming up soon, or whatever, if you do it every 3 months or every 30 days, whatever your filter calls for, make sure you're doing that and remove the debris from around the outside of the air conditioning unit to make sure you got some good airflow. There's so much more you can do, but make sure you're really getting that stuff done. You know what I realized last year, because I completely messed up? I was so good until so good until I wasn't good. It was a pain in the ass. Let me tell you this. So I don't know. One day here's what happened. I did really well on a slot machine, and I'm like, let's go get my plants done, for the spring and get the house looking good. So I did that. Oh, man, they looked great. Only problem was I stopped the process. I thought, like, mentally I was done with it. I thought, okay, I got it all done, and I was good to go. And then, like, for landscaping and all that stuff, because we're on the yard and garden preparation for it now and everything else, I started looking around the house, and I'm like, I still got to do that. Yeah, still got to do that. Oh, I'm going to get to that. Nope, I stopped it, making sure we had flowers. House looked, aesthetically pleasing. My to-do list just stopped at that time. So, fast forward a couple of months, and then I realized, CJ, you didn't check your air conditioner, and there's a leak in it. You can see it right here. And that's, of course, when it was 95 degrees outside. Be prepared is all I'm saying. Don't pull a CJ. I'm wondering how many times someone can say they've been hustled, by this lady. So, listen to this story. And I'm totally somebody that would fall for this. If a cute little, senior citizen, an older person comes up to you, an older lady at the bar, and she goes, you want to play some pool? And you throw a couple of bucks on it because you think you're just having fun, and all of a sudden, boom, you're out your car, you're out everything. She hustled you. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't go to jail for hustling people. She's just recognized as the world's oldest competitive pool player. And she's incredible. At the age of 94, she broke the record and set it. And then now she's still going strong 4 years later, 98 years old, and she's heading to Vegas. Jensen Beach resident Maggie Kennedy, dubbed the world's oldest competitive pool player by Guinness World Records in 2025. And 5 years later, she and her team, Sunday Fun Day, they're headed back to the PCA Nationals in Las Vegas. Could you imagine, though? Because all I thought about, I saw the story this morning and wanted to share it, because all I thought about was like one of those old movie scenes, where you're in one of those smoke-filled bars, and I could just imagine her and her friends, they need some money for gas, and she's like, I got this, and then hustles everybody out of their pool money. Just be fantastic. So Kennedy said her opponents, they're often surprised by her. Just like I was. She said, I fell in love with the game. I think it's because I'm old. I think that surprises people. The local pool playing community came together at Rex Billards in Stewart on Sunday to donate $2,000 for Kennedy to fly to Vegas first class. That's really cool. What a great community. She said, I'm still flabbergasted. I was so touched by what they did. Now, Kennedy credited only a couple of things, one of them being good genetics for contributing to her active lifestyle. I came from a good, hearty New England stock, she said, and I was taught to be nice and happy, and I'm still here. So good luck. We'll follow her progress in that Las Vegas pool tournament. So I got to share this one with you, too, before we talk to Mary, and we'll get back into local news. So in Ontario, it's all about being a good neighbor, especially in the time of the year where we got to be good neighbors, and time of the world we're in. And, in Ontario, man, had enough. I don't know if you've seen this, but, man, these turkeys are getting pretty aggressive with people lately. They're terrorizing neighborhoods. They're stopping Amazon drivers from doing deliveries. I mean, a guy can't even go from a darn walk. This is what I find truly incredible. An Ontario man was chased by a pair of aggressive turkeys, and the only way he could escape was by jumping into a Good Samaritan's car, a complete stranger, and the incident was caught all on camera. Michael Burgone was walking Thursday near Prince of Wales Drive and Heron Road in Ottawa when he noticed two turkeys that were following a little too close. Here's what he told Global News. I was on my way home and I kind of noticed two turkeys. Or wait, hold on. Wrong quote. He said, I just see a couple of turkeys and I didn't think much of it. I said, hey, what's up, turkeys? And then that's when all hell broke loose. They started coming at me. Witness Jody Paul captured videos of Burgone trying to escape the turkeys by fleeing and kicking snow at the birds. I was on my way home and I kind of noticed two turkeys chasing this poor guy. And it was so naturally funny. I just kind of wanted to capture it. So instead of helping him, she's just admitting it was hilarious to watch you get chased by wild turkeys. At least she was honest, you know? That's part one. Step one. A second video posted online by Paul's coworker shows him escaping the turkeys by hopping in to a stranger's car. Here's what he had to say. A complete and total stranger did not hesitate to offer assistance. She's just some random lady in the car. And here's what he said. He says, I look like a Unabomber, so that's like she's the one reaching out here, and honestly, I just wanted to get away from these turkeys. I was not in the mood for turkey business. What a complete and honest quote from this guy. I mean, what a story. So he said he encountered two turkeys again the following day. He does not know if it's the same birds, but he was better prepared for the second time around. He said, I just stood my ground. They stopped and we sort of looked at each other, had a standoff. I just slowly backed away while facing them. And they didn't follow me this time. They ignored me. I ignored them. And, well, they seem to have reached some sort of an agreement. I just had to share that because the video of it's hilarious. And you can find it online. But just think about this. You're just sitting there and you just see this poor guy getting chased by turkeys. And it really, to me, is just such a correlation to life. The person that's laughing, and I'm probably going to be the one that's videotaping that situation. I don't know. I don't know. You got the one person chuckling at you, videotaping you getting chased by turkeys. And then on the same side of that, you have somebody that literally offers up their vehicle so you can get away from them. You know, both sides of the coin there of humanity on full display in Canada just for over a couple of turkeys. So what about this? I love this story, and we'll take a break. Dan Brandon has this one. Members of the O'Fallon Police Department doing great things, and so was the community participants that took part February the 28th in a long-running fundraising plunge for the Special Olympics athletes, and get this, raised more than $33,000 in the process. The O'Fallon Police said the team's total made it the top fundraiser in the region and in the state. That's incredible. The event continued a long tradition of taking the plunge for Special Olympic Illinois athletes, according to a statement from the O'Fallon Police Department. Organizers noted water temperature 34 degrees at the time, but playfully said that all plungers did make it out. The department also thanked the friends, the families, the schools, the businesses who supported them. But $33,000 raised by members of the O'Fallon Police Department and community participants in this year's Polar Plunge for the Special Olympics. And you can learn more about it at RiverBender.com/news. Actually, a little bit of important information for you here out of IDOT. They did announce today that repairs on northbound and southbound Illinois 159 between Washington Street and the junction of Illinois 13 and 158 in St. Clair County will require intermittent lane closures that do begin next Monday, March the 9th. All lanes will remain open in both directions on weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. and from 3 to 6 p.m. So you will see that those time frames there. The project is expected to be completed by summer. You can follow IDOT District 8 for more updates on X, or you can see more information on the Traveler's Information Map, gettingaroundillinois.com. Motorists should expect delays during this and are encouraged to use alternate routes. We'll take a quick break and come back with Mary Cordes in just a couple of minutes.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
The guy. Hold on. We're going to go back to this. That's the guy. This is the guy. I found the video. Go back to this. Look at this. He's kicking one turkey. This is the guy right here. Chased by wild turkeys. What a lower third. Oh, my goodness. He doesn't, like, he's walking pretty slow. Walking. These turkeys are not. And oh, here's the guy that filmed it and decided not to help. Jody Paul, you saw him right there. The turkeys won't leave him alone, and then he just decided. It's such a Canadian. I mean, like, to me, that's how I would imagine something like that. Like if Family Guy did like if a cutaway of Canadian geese harassing people would be like that, because the guy's just walking, no intensity to get away from the geese. You know, I'm not saying it's not scary. I'm just glad he got away into the car. I just love that story. Hey, welcome back. Daily Show. 10:30 on the nose. Mary Cordes in a couple of minutes. While I have you, so listen to this great story by Sydney Sinks. A local teacher has been named Illinois' Southern Regional Teacher of the Year and a finalist for the Illinois State Board of Education's 2026 Teacher of the Year Award. Listen to this. Angie Nelson, an educator at Civic Memorial High School in Bethalto Community Unit School District Number 8, says it's humbling and shocking to be recognized. As she waits to learn if she has received the Teacher of the Year honor, she's focused on continuing her work and helping students reach their potential inside and outside of the classroom. Here's what she had to say. I truly love what I do, and this doesn't feel like work to me. To receive praise for something I consider a passion, it's incredibly fulfilling work. I have been in Bethalto for 14 years, and I wouldn't want to teach anywhere else. Nielsen is a family and consumer science teacher at Civic Memorial, where she teaches culinary arts, textiles and design, career education, and courses based in Bethalto's education pathway. These classes include early childhood education and a dual credit American education class with plans to offer a dual credit intro into special education class next year. She's the sponsor of the Educators Rising organization, which encourages high school students, who want to pursue teaching by giving them opportunities to observe in classrooms across the district. This work comes from a place of passion for Nielsen, who is focused on helping students define their next steps and develop their own love for education. Nielsen also serves as the co-sponsor of the Drama Club, where she directs the fall production, and is the costumes, hair, and makeup director for the spring musical every year. She's also the co-sponsor for prom and Bethalto Education Association Union Vice President. In all of these roles, Nielsen's dedication to students and the community stands out. She's a 99 graduate of CM, and with kids in the district now, she's always been committed to Bethalto. She's expressed gratitude for teachers and administrators who support her work. Nielsen, who has obviously made an impact on her students, including former Education Pathway student Tyler Mills, who nominated her for the Teacher of the Year honor. As Illinois' Southern Regional Teacher of the Year, Nielsen will represent Bethalto at a statewide networking event in March, followed by the 52nd annual Those Who Excel in Teacher of the Year Awards banquet in April, where the Teacher of the Year winner will be announced. If she wins, Nielsen will take a year-long sabbatical to travel across Illinois to speak at events. She won't know until April, but the Southern Regional Teacher of the Year honor has already changed the trajectory of her career and invited her to reflect on how she wants to be remembered as an educator. She hopes her fellow teachers, including future teachers she advises at Civic Memorial, remember her passion and work to empower others. Nielsen's love for her job guides her, and she's proud to be part of such an important field. You can see more on that write-up from Sydney Sinks at RiverBender.com/news. Congratulations on that recognition. Also, why don't we do this? Mary Court has just walked downstairs. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with Beyond the Shelves. We are actually here at 10:35. This is the first time in a while. We're on schedule next.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Daily Show. 10:30. Dang. 1 minute behind schedule. I was trying to be like the guy from Polar Express, the conductor. You know, let me tell you something. I did not know Tom Hanks voiced all those roles.
He did.
Yep.
He did. I've read the book, obviously, but I have not seen the movie, but I did know that he did the voices.
You know,
so.
I'll tell you something. Not a fan of the movie.
I never saw it. The book is really sweet, but the movie,
I'm not into those type of animations. They look the realistic kind of ones freak me out.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm probably gonna get all kinds of grief for this too, but I'm not much of an animated movie person. So
really?
Yeah, like I don't. Disney movies don't.
I just cry like a baby, so I don't watch them.
Well, yeah, there is that and the fact that Disney apparently likes to just kill off everyone's mother in all the movies. So it's just, it's kind of, you need a therapy after you've watched a Disney movie.
That's right. Always like, Estella doesn't understand it yet, but she's starting to get like, she sits and watches, so she'll laugh and chuckle and giggle, and I'm sitting there going, just sobbing my eyes out. Like, this is such a deep movie for a 5-year-old.
Toy Story 4.
Oh, man.
Toy Story 4.
The bald spot's getting.
I was.
Well, and the new one, did you see the new one?
No, I haven't seen the new one. No, I didn't even know there was a new one.
Yeah, because now it's the iPad's taking over.
Oh.
Yeah, the tablet's coming into town,
and
Woody's got a bald spot now, and
I didn't know that.
But it's like, wow, what are they? What angle are they going for?
That's a little deep for a movie, for a kids movie. Oh,
go have your pretzel and go watch this.
Oh my gosh.
So with that being said, we're at the end of the proverbial book for Hayner's winter catalog, so to speak.
Yeah, we just sent the spring newsletter off last week. I sent it off to the printer, and so it should be arriving in people's houses.
Do you ever stop working on it? Is that kind of like constant thing?
It truly is. Like, so we finished the spring newsletter. I finished it, excuse me, on Wednesday, I think it was, and I already have 4 articles started for the summer newsletter.
No
so
kidding.
it's a constant ongoing thing. Yeah. But it's it's a nice problem to have.
Yeah, well, you had a lot of stuff in this last one, and it seemed like all the events were really highly attended.
They really were, and we it's funny because my mother-in-law always says, "Now, are you going to have that giant newsletter again in the mail?" And I said, "Yes, Liz, we are going to have that giant newsletter again in the mail." And like I said, it's a nice problem to have because there's a lot of libraries across the country that would love to have this problem of too many programs, too many things going on. So
and it's just really cool that there's such a variety of programming.
There's a variety of programs, and there's the demand for all of them. So it's not like we have one type of program and a bunch of people want to see it, and it's just we offer a lot of programming for a lot of different interests, and they're all still highly attended. So yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm really, I think when people ask about the library, something I'm most proud of is that. I mean, it's really, you guys are doing so much, and it takes a lot to really get to a new generation of providing content, because you have to still answer to the folks that are used to the library being the traditional library, but also meet the needs of a growing community.
And I think that we're gonna this summer, and we've started. So Sharon Wyndham has come up with some really great programs. She is great, and she's come up with some really great programs. The children's and teen staff have come up with some really great programs. But we're trying to do that, strike a balance between traditional library services and the library of the future. And so Sharon's come up. We've got some really fun ones coming up in the summer and in the fall. I've got 2 words for people: silent disco. So we're gonna try a silent disco in the library and see how that goes. And we've just a lot. We're thinking outside the box and trying to bring new people into the library, new generations of people into the library, and have some fun and have the library be a.
So is it actually a disco?
It's a disco.
That's
we're gonna have a disco in the library. But we've got a
All
DJ.
I thought about was the wrestling.
Oh, I don't know.
I got 2 words for you. Suck it. That's what all the kids got in trouble for.
Oh, yeah. No. I've got 2 words for you, and they're not that. It's silent disco.
I love that.
Headphones, think dancing. We have a DJ. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're still putting the finishing touches on that. But, we're trying to do everything from having the traditional library programs to the silent disco. So
that's great.
Yeah.
So filming in on this conversation through the Illinois,
So this is our Illinois Libraries Presents program, and this is another one of those talking about trying to meet people where they are. This is another program that we're having where it's an asynchronous, well, it's a program that you can attend virtually. So if you are an online person, say you don't have time to get into the library or just coming in isn't your thing, we have on Thursday, March 19th, this is a big one, the writer Percival Everett, who has, his novel Erasure was adapted into the film American Fiction, and which won the won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay, I believe, last year. And he has won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction and the National Book Award. So he's going to be on a program with us on Thursday, March 19th at 7 p.m., and it's an online event. So you can go to our website on the events calendar, select that date, March 19th, and there's a link for registration. And you just need to register for that program. You do have to register before 5 o'clock on the day of the event. And so once you do that, you'll go online, you'll register, they'll send you a link for the program that night. And so you can actually hear him give his presentation, and then I believe there's a question and answer session. There's all kinds of stuff. So that's a pretty big one, and that's through the Illinois Libraries Presents program, which is through the U.S. Institute of Museum and Library Services and the Library Services and Technology Act, which was the one that everybody earlier in the year when the funding potentially was cut for that, people said, well, what does that do? Well, this is kind of one of those things that it comes along from that U.S. Museum of Library Services. So
very interesting.
Yeah. So he'll be here. That's Percival Everett. He wrote the book for people that have his newest book, James, which is a retelling of Huckleberry Finn from Jim's perspective.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me about that.
And it's a fabulous book. I would really, if people are looking for a good book to read, that was an excellent one. So yeah.
And now, how did your Abraham Lincoln conversation?
It was packed. The place was full. Yeah. I think we maybe had one. No, by the time it started, because a couple of people came in just as it was starting, all the seats were taken. So George Provenzano came and talked about the deaths and funerals of Willie and Eddie Lincoln, Mary Todd and Abraham Lincoln's sons. And that one, I was there for about 3/4 of it and had to leave before it was over, had to do another meeting. But it was really well attended, and George is so knowledgeable. So he gave us a ton of information, and I was kind of taking some notes while he was talking and trying to look up a few of the people that he talked about. So it was a good one. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And now, wanted to ask you real quick, how's Tech Help going?
So Tech Help's going great. So for people that don't know, we actually offer Tech Help appointments at the library. So you can sign up for a one-on-one appointment with our reference librarian, Johanna, and you'll call.
She's awesome too.
She is awesome. Everybody at the library is awesome. We do have an excellent staff. So you'll call the library and ask for a reference department, and that will be Johanna, and you can talk with her ahead of time so that she knows what you're coming in to talk with her about. And that way she can make sure that she has all the reference materials that she needs. These are things like learning how to use ebooks, e-audiobooks, how to use the library databases or online learning centers, how to use apps on your phone. So if you have a particular app that you're not sure how to use, we can help you with that. We can even show you how to put apps on your phone. So even if you just aren't even familiar with how to put them on your phone or on your iPad or your tablet, we can help you with that. Using things like ChatGPT or AI or other LLMs. How to look out for scams. I mean, even if it's something as simple as how do I know if an email is a scam email, or any kind of computer skills, so Microsoft Office, using the internet, setting up an email account, that kind of thing. We can help you with all of that. And those are free one-on-one 30-minute Tech Help appointments with our reference services. So that's something that's really valuable.
Well, and how did did you do your presentation or your help? Was that what it was? Was it just a series of classes or just an opportunity? Because I thought there was
yeah, we've got one coming up.
That's what I was
and it's on AI. It's March. It's on our calendar. I didn't bring it with me. It's the one that's not going to make the newsletter.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to hit on.
It's through the AARP. So in the spring newsletter that people are going to see in their houses coming up, that will have a list of all of the programs. We've partnered with the AARP to bring tech classes to the library. And so there's one in March, and it's on AI, like what is it and how you can use it in your life. And it's not, even though it's through the AARP, it's not exclusively for seniors. So if anyone is interested in coming to it, they certainly can. I'm going to look up the date too. I should have brought that with me.
I'm trying to pull, because I really hope people go to this one.
Yeah,
it's so important.
It's going to be really helpful, and I'll get the date as we're talking. it's going to be a good one, and it will be somebody from the library there. It's a virtual event.
March 25th from noon to 1.
Yeah.
Everyday uses of AI, and this is, like you said, powered by AARP and you guys. This is great because there's so much AI. So, especially right now, I'm not trying to tie into national news, but there was a lot of videos going out that it was like fighter jets dropping bombs on people. And it even said, now thankfully it said in the post, this was created by AI to show what what is detailed going. But it's dangerous.
It's really dangerous. It's scary because you can't tell. I mean, there are times, and I'm a pretty tech savvy person. I have to be because of my job. And even I, every once in a while, will get an email and think, what? Oh, it's AI, or oh, this is a scam, or oh, this is, and for somebody who uses tech every day in their life, as much as I protest and say that I don't like it, but as much as I say, I don't use it, I know how to use it. I just don't like to. But it's very difficult, and even if you're somebody who's tech savvy, it can be difficult. So for those that are just learning what it is, there it is, that free technology classes, everyday uses of AI, and this is going to be at the mall library. And the reason there's a registration on there, you can call AARP to register. It's 926-8300, or there's an online registration. That's because after you register, they'll, from what I gathered, they'll send you information about what you learned in the class. So, and that's just one of a series of technology classes that we're going to be partnering with the AARP.
I love it.
So, yeah.
Well, and you hit on it because I talked about the video side, but that's the obvious one. But the scam side of things, they're getting more and more elaborate. And with AI too, it's spoofing emails. Because I'll be honest with you, if I the other day someone tried to get me for a scam and tried to ask me, basically tried to, we got you for this and this, and if you don't pay us, we're gonna send it to everyone. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but it ain't me. So go on ahead.
Go for it.
But I thought about this though, and for people who don't understand AI and like how they could use AI to program things and and get really intricate in their prompting. It really can get you for a scam,
and it looks real.
It does.
It looks real. I mean, they use the logos of companies. Like you think.
I've had a ton of people lately try.
Yeah, I've had a lot recently in my email that will say it's like Amazon. Say like your shipping, it's on its way, and I'm like, I didn't order anything, and I think, well, duh, Mary, that's because this is a scam. Don't click on it. So
mine's the Meta Mask team or something, and it will send, and it's like, oh no, you need to sign into your 2-factor authentication, and it'll. I mean, hey, it's pretty good, but
that's the thing. They look real.
And so really, is it required on age? Is it for over?
No, anybody,
I just wanted to make sure.
Anybody can come to it. So, and that's the thing. It's AARP, but it's anybody is welcome to come. And we would encourage it. And it's from 12 to 1. So even if you're have your lunch hour, if you want to come over your lunch hour, we'll have some light snacks too. But if it is your lunch hour and you want to bring your lunch, just bring your lunch on into the multipurpose room and just let us know, hey, it's my lunch hour, and eat your lunch and take the class. So
fantastic. How's Imagination Library going?
Oh my gosh, so we are I think they said we're one of the top in the whole state. We're one of the highest registration rates. So for those that don't know, the library, along with a lot of other groups, I believe Carrollton Bank, the Alton Education Foundation, the Riverbend Rotary, are all sponsoring in Alton, the Alton groups. This is countywide though, so any child in Madison County who's under the age of 5 can be registered for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And so once you register, and the registration is very, very easy, and it's free, your child every month until they turn 5 will receive a book in the mail. And so once a month they receive a book.
It starts,
so they can sign up. I think it takes about 6 weeks once you get registered to get your first book, and then you'll get a book every single month until your child turns 5 years old. So if you sign them up at birth and they turn 5, that's 60 free books that they'll get in their library. And one of the big pushes too is that it's a bilingual book. So we have a lot of Spanish speaking people in the county, or even if you just want your children to be bilingual, a lot of the books are in Spanish and English both. So that's another plus for those. And like I said, it's completely free for children. Now, people, when they hear completely free, one of the things that we are doing, though, is somebody has to pay for the books. And so those are what the sponsors are doing. So if anybody wants to make a donation to keep this program sustainable, they can. They can send it to the, if you go to the library's website and click on Imagination Library, at the very bottom of the screen, we have a spot where you can mail a check or a donation to. It's the Madison County Regional Office of Education or the Alton Education Foundation. And if you would just make a note on your check, it says District 11, Dolly Parton. That keeps the money in the Alton district. So
the AEF is also a 501c3.
Yes,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
can use that for your charitable.
But this is so. I mean, the response to this has been overwhelming.
Fantastic.
It's really great. So we're hoping all the kids in the county will sign up for this.
You got a moment to take a quick break?
Sure.
Hey, guys, we are monitoring through, we are getting the AP notifications too that the president is making some remarks after the Medal of Honor ceremony about Iran. If there's anything important, we will broadcast through that. Through our Associated Press feed, but really it's just answering some reporter questions. It's not prepared remarks. We'll take a quick break, come back next.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome back. 10:54. Back with Mary. What else is coming up the pipeline?
Well, we've got a couple other programs on March 10th.
I was off the microphone. I asked what is coming down the pipeline. I do that a lot. Howard started.
Well, we have Lucretia Huff coming, and she's going to be talking on March 10th from 6 to 7 at the mall upstairs in the performance room. She's going to be talking about the monuments, the histories of the landmarks, and she's going to have all kinds of visual presentations, the landmarks of Washington, D.C. So all the famous and historic museums, the landmarks, the memorials, all of that, the Smithsonian. She's going to talk about the history of all of them, what's there, what they look like, just basically take you on a tour of Washington, D.C. And then on March 24th, from 6 to 7, we have classical guitarist Peter Fletcher coming, and he's coming to the mall performance room, and he's going to put on a guitar concert for us, which should be really nice. So both of those are coming up, and then, like I said, I think the next time we talk, we'll have the spring newsletter out, and we'll have just all the stuff that's going on in the spring. And then for the kiddos coming up, we have an Easter egg hunt. So we have an egg hunt.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. So this is the way that we've been doing this the last couple of years has been really great. So it's not a specific day and time, like one event. So between March 30th and April 4th, kids from ages 3 through 11, they can come to the children's department at Alton Square Mall, and we'll have eggs hidden throughout the library consistently. And then they find the number of eggs equal to their age. So if you've got a 3-year-old and they find 3 eggs, they can return the eggs to the desk and they win a prize. So this is really great for parents that might work or have a schedule that isn't conducive to coming in, like on one day at one time. This is bring your kids anytime that works for your schedule, as long as we're open from March 30th to the 4th, and you can do an Easter egg hunt in the library.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's way nicer than having a mob of kids. Everybody's running, and one's grabbing too many eggs, and one doesn't get any eggs, and
I was always the
into
kid that just couldn't find a damn one.
So
I just have no skill.
I know, and then you've got kids upset because one kid's basket's full and nobody. And so this is just a really much more organized way to do this.
Man, I guess that would have been last year. Oh no, it was at Halloween. We did it was still an egg hunt. I believe it was at Halloween. All I know is that a downpour came during the setup of eggs and washed them away, so I couldn't find the eggs that I put out. But even the ones I put out, Mary, I'm not good at setting them out either. I've just realized I am not. I can't figure out a hiding spot. I'm very indecisive. I shouldn't say this if I ever want to run for office, because I'll just play this back.
I might be misremembering this, but I feel like there was one year when I was a kid, and my mom kept track of how many eggs she had hidden around the house, and we couldn't find one, and it was a real egg, and it was like this panic of everybody like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have this egg sitting around our house for God knows how long until we find it. I might be completely misremembering that, but this is a much more organized, easy way, and it's indoors, so it's a temperature controlled environment, so you don't have to worry about that either. So that's coming up March 30th through April 4th. Anytime the library's open, the kids can go in the kids space and find that.
That's really cool. And you guys can actually, do you have an ICS calendar? Is this? Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. You can go online too. And really, as the summer months start to get here and the weather starts warming up, I encourage you guys to take a chance at going online, HaynerLibrary.org, and go to the event calendar in the kids space. If you have young kids out there, like for Estella, if we need to do something in the summer and we have the morning, to do stories with Panda Bear, or, even the Lucy Haskell story times, you can subscribe to the calendar. It'll ding your phone whenever things come up, so you don't have to miss out on some fun things you can do for free with your kids.
It's fun, and we have a calendar on our main page, but then on our kids pages and our teen page, it's specific to kids and
That's
teens.
What I noticed,
So we've got that as well, or you can just go on the main event calendar and you can see everything going on for everyone. We've got some really fun stuff coming up in the spring. We're going to have some more outdoor story times for the kids. Wonderful. So we've got some partnerships. Alton is so lucky. All these little parks that we have around town. You don't think about it, but like a lot of the neighborhoods have little neighborhood parks.
How many parks we have.
There are a ton of little parks, and so we're starting to explore the parks in people's neighborhoods. So we're going to have our story time in Haskell Park in the spring. At Lucy's Playhouse, we're going to have a story time at the Sunken Garden at Riverview Park.
Oh yeah.
So and that will be in May, and so the park at Sunken Garden, I can speak to that because that's my neighborhood. The neighbors take care of that park, and so in the spring it's beautiful, and so we think the kids will have a really good time there. So we're starting to explore the neighborhood parks.
That's a hard spot to maintain too.
It's really hard.
Like it's beautiful, but that's a tough. That's a tough landscape.
It is a tough landscape. It's full. Well, we could get into that. That's a whole thing. But we're starting to explore the neighborhood parks, and we're getting out to where people live and play and where they are, and taking the library to them. So we're going to try these two and see how it goes, and then maybe expand into some other neighborhood parks too. So
fantastic.
we got a lot coming out in the spring.
Anything else to talk about for that?
I could talk about the library all day, but when the next newsletter comes out, we've got a lot more to talk about.
Okay, I gotta just ask you one question. Yep. Have you ever heard someone use the expression "March comes in like a lion"
and out like a lamb?
Does it actually? Is that a real thing?
I've heard that.
Wow,
that
I'll
saying in like a lion, and it's if it comes in like a lion, it's supposed to go out like a lamb, and so I feel like this is lion weather.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone refer to that March as coming in like
a lion, out like a lamb.
I'm glad I asked, because I was going to make a out of myself for going on this whole rant about this doesn't even make sense to me. It does now.
And like a lion, out like a lamb. Here's hoping anyway.
Oh, we're out of time. Let me hit the button. Wrap it all up. It's like the Mr. Rogers show. I can just hit that little song and we're all out of here for the day. Yep. All righty, friends. We'll see you tomorrow. Busy show. Full one. Hope you guys hang out with me, and really stay dry this next couple of days. We're going to get storms. Stay tuned to RiverBender.com /weather, now powered by Michael Ryan Exteriors. If you have anything happen to your roof, you know who to call. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.